Go. Hello, Stevie Coyle here, Mighty Fine Guitars, Lafayette, California, the Friday Noontime webcast with one guitar to show you today. Sorry I'm so late. People banging down the doors to play the guitars here at Mighty Fine Guitars, which is fine, except for Friday at noon. So I just shooed them out. I didn't. I want to show you this here guitar that just came in. And I just changed the strings on it. So let's see how it sounds. It sounded great, even with, man, you could have gotten tetanus off those strings that were on here before. Oh, hang on a sec. We swinging? We're swinging. Very good. Like I say, the strings that were on there were prehistoric, antediluvian strings. But now, I changed them out. I use clear tone strings. Coated strings, wait a minute, no. Treated, not coated, is what the guy there tells me. Not sure exactly what that means, and they're very cagey about that, but the strings last forever. They're really great. And they sound just like that company that starts with a D. Sounds like a dreadnought to me. You're right. Those of you that said, Stevie's got a D41 today. A Martin D41, dreadnought 41 style, which means lovely woods, but fancy just on the front. This is part of the D series, D41, 42, and 45. The 41 is less highly blinged than the 42 and the 45s, but still has all the goodies on the front, so you can look like a rock star. A folk star? Is there such a thing? I suppose there is. Apologies to all two of you that have jumped in. I know it's much afternoon, but what are you going to do, you know? And besides, I think a lot of folks tune these in either on the Facebook channel here or on the Mighty Fine Guitars Facebook. Are they channels, pages, walls? What are they on Facebook? Whatever they are, they tune into them later, which is just fine. You're not late. And then I bounce them over to Instagram, and then I bounce them over to the Stevie Coyle Music page, channel. That is a channel on YouTube. So tune me in there and keep abreast of all of the updates. I try and do one of these every Friday or so, and boy, have I got a few stacked up for you. There's some great stuff coming in. It's in, and I'll show you one by one on subsequent Fridays. Even with light gauge strings, this thing rumbles and roars. Full of that dreadnoughty goodness. Big and bassy, forward shifted bracing, scalloped. So this part of the guitar really rumbles. Arguably less punch, but more resonance, more of those cathedral tones and bass. Lots and lots of overtones. You can hear them all swirling around. I wonder if you can hear that. In fact, you can hear when the string comes, when two strings come into tune with each other at least. That's pretty right there. The wobble, 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 wobble has stopped. Get on the bus that takes me to you. Too much, the magic bus. I'm so nervous, I just sit and smile. Your house is only another mile. Too much, the magic bus. Phosphor bronze strings. I like them. I kind of got this from Eric Schoenberg. I have to agree with Eric Schoenberg, whose maxim has been, on things smaller than a dreadnought or a jumbo, you probably want 80/20s, especially if you're a finger styler. But for big-bodied guitars like this, go with the phosphor bronze, baby. There's lots of discussion about the distinction between the two. My personal opinion, which is mine, which is just one guy's opinion, but it's right. Just a little something I wrote. Wonderful guitar. D41 came out in 1969. The original D41s came out in 1969. Early in the year, some of them had Brazilian rosewood. The rest had Sitka, like this one from 99. This is 1999. Did I mention that? From 1999. Sitka spruce on the top and lovely East Indian rosewood on the back and sides. Really nice. But some of those early D41s from 1969 had Brazilian rosewood. That was the end of that. Speaking of 1969, I have a D35 in here that I think I've showed you, and it is all three panels are Brazilian. It's kind of unusual, and it sounds fantastic, and it's been recently refurbed by my guy in Santa Rosa, Matt Kerslake. And that's quite wonderful as well. Look for that. You know where to look for all of these other videos of things you may have missed and think, oh man, I wish I could remember when I saw Stevie play that XYZ guitar. It's probably, that XYZ guitar is probably featured over on the Stevie Coyle Music channel on YouTube. Stevie Coyle Music, all them words all crammed together, no spaces. What a big rumble. It's a big-ass guitar, there's no doubt about it. Your elbow's kind of up in your ear, and you're reaching kind of out across your lap pretty far. But boy, there's nothing like it. Finger picker like me, a little delicate finger picking kind of guy like me, it's really fun to just whang on a guitar for a while, and this one can take it. Dreadnoughts are designed to be played. I've mentioned this before. When you come into a shop like this, read the room, of course, but chances are you need to play a guitar loudly enough so that it doesn't sound like every other guitar, that below a certain volume and attack threshold all sound the same. So do look for that threshold. I say don't do what I just did and just go wailing on a guitar, although I'm being very careful to not damage the instrument itself. But boy, it's really fun to put it through its paces, to give it its head, give that horse its head. But really and truly, in shops, do see if you can find the threshold at which that guitar sounds like that guitar, not just a guitar, below which you can hear a string vibrating. It doesn't have the character of the guitar itself. You want to find that. It's right about there on this guitar. There, it's not there yet. Yeah, now we're getting there. Dreadnoughts can be really fun. What else can I tell you about this? That's just about it, I think. Oh, the tuners. I don't know. They say Martin on them. That could mean Schaller, Goto, Ping. What was the other one? Well, it could be Grover, of course, as well. Cluson. They all made tuners for Martin, for Martins, and sometimes under the Martin name. So if anybody happens to know this level of arcana and nerdiness that I don't typically make room for in the limited space that is my medulla, then do let me know if you happen to know what kind of tuners Martin tuners are from 1999. I'll play just a little bit more. Let me see who's here. Hi, Larry Pattis, wonderful guitarist. And he says, can I use your words when I need AI to describe sounds? Wow, describing sounds. Yeah, Annie, go for it. 2 words describe sound really accurately. Louder and quieter. After that, it's analogies, similes, metaphors, kind of likes, sort of like wine. You're off into wine lingo land. Oaky, buttery, notes of asphalt, you know. How do you talk about sound? Good question. But yeah, that'd be an interesting experiment. I have not messed with AI yet. I've really not messed with it. I was scared of it because I saw Colossus, the Forbin project, back in 1970 or whatever it was. When all of this was predicted, it did not, as you can imagine, the movie left you on an unsatisfactory note. But there it was. It was a movie, had that guy that always played the Eastern European diplomat or doctor or something. What a really good actor. Can't think of his name, of course. And he builds a computer that's going to keep America safe. It's sort of the Golden Dome idea. And this computer, the first thing it does is says, oh, there's another system. And we find out that Russia, the Ruskies, have an identical system, and the 2 computers combine and take over the world. What are you going to do? It's the movies. Hi, David Hilliard. Hey, Jimmy Esposito. There you go. That D35 I'm talking about, Jimmy. D35 is going to be great, as we know. Danny O'Keefe. Hi, Danny. Nice to see you. Well, any and all of you, if you feel like passing this along, either sharing it, well, I'm going to sign off momentarily. I have to play a little bit more so you can actually hear the guitar instead of me nattering. Do feel free to pass this along. Share this on your wall, on your Facebook page, whatever we're calling it these days. And or passing it along to Instagram, YouTube, wherever you hang out. What was that just went through my brain? Oh, that's them some old circuits trying to grind into life here. Annie says, don't be afraid. AI is just like having a reference librarian in your back pocket. Well, I'll try and think of it that way, rather than Colossus and Guardian taking over the world. That's much better. Thank you, Annie. Hope to see you soon. Speaking of seeing you soon, folks, those of you living in the San Francisco North Bay or environs, if you're Petaluma adjacent at all, I'll be playing in Petaluma a week from today, on the 30th of May at the Aquas Cafe, AQUS Cafe, from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, and that only. They're pretty strict about closing at 8. And you got to get your food orders in by 7. There you go. Come see me if you can. And you can always find out where I'm playing. It's what I have to do, is go to the website, steviecoyle.com, hit the gigs doodad there, and it'll tell you where I'm playing when. And that's how I get to the gigs on time. I feel like I need to back up so I don't overdrive the mic. So much fun. I'm going to continue doing that, but I'll let you folks go. Thanks for tuning in to the Friday Noontime webcast. Stevie Coyle here at Mighty Fine Guitars in Lafayette, California, the San Francisco East Bay. And next week there are several guitars in line for me to show you. There's a Collings coming in that's fantastic. There's another Collings coming in. There's another Martin. There's a 1951 Martin 0018 these are all on tap. So stay tuned on the Friday Noontime webcast. Feel free to tell your friends, and I'll see you down the road next Friday with Good Lord Willin' and The Creek Don't Rise. Till then, folks, bye-bye. Picture of my crotch.